God. The other thing I guess I was wondering about is, do you guys ever do weird things when you're just by yourself? I do weird things when I'm by myself. Well, I'm a weird guy, so it's kind of more expected of me. I'm really shocked that all you guys raised your hand just now. It's disappointing, really. When I'm by myself, I do all sorts of weird stuff. One thing I do in particular is I start to dance for no reason at all. I'll just sit there in my room or whatever, and I'll be I could be laying in bed or standing up, and I'll just be like, I'll just get into it, and after that I'll start getting really bored, and then I'll start talking to myself with different accents, because accents is what I do if nobody has ever known that before. And I'll start chatting with myself and be like, Ryan, what are we going to do today? Oh, I don't know, mate. What are you expecting me to do right off the bat? I'm from the great land of Scotland. We don't want to hear about Scotland again. We've heard about it 40 times last year. Oh, come on now, lad. I think I just did British twice. My bad. Sorry. I was trying. Now I'm going to look here at the next note. Tie my shoe again. Yeah, there you go. Does anybody ever watch late night TV? Is anybody here actually late night people, or are you guys just making it up? Okay, some with a T over there is a late night person. Someone with a T, sorry. Well, one thing you notice in late night television is you get all the fitness things, which is so unusual to me, because you would think most fitness people would be up at like 4:30 in the morning to hit the gyms, hence Chris back there. So it's a little bit unusual for me that they play this in the middle of the night, but I can see why once you really get into it. Because when you get into it, you always get that dude who's like really buff and intimidating looking. I'm even just scared of him watching him on TV. He's like, how you guys doing? I've been using 6-minute abs for the last 10 years and it's been working for me fantastic like. I'm going to get on it and I'm going to show you how it goes. And you're like, oh man, whatever he's going to do, it is going to be cool. He's like, here we go, I'm going to get into it. And at first he's just going like this, and there's a whole group of people doing it with him. You're like, wow, that is kind of cool. Doing like this a little bit. All right, come on, somebody gets techno beat going. He gets into that a little bit, then after a while he starts getting kind of forward, backwards, you know what I mean? He's like this, ladies behind him all doing the same thing. But then all of a sudden, the part that really weirds me out is when he starts doing the absolute most womanly dances I've ever seen in my entire life. He's like, come on now, here's what we're gonna do next, here we go. Come on now, feel them abs working right here, here we go. That is the exact reason why it's on late night television, and because Chuck Norris hosts one of them, that's the other reason. But, tying my shoe again. Like I said, you guys, I wrote this like 6 hours ago, so I actually don't remember half of it. Speaking of cardio, though, since we're on the subject, you all know that God gives people gifts, right? Everybody knows that for everybody that surrenders their life to Christ, that God has a gift waiting for them, right? Can I get a louder amen for that? Yeah. Well, I have watched what is called the Gospel Music Channel, and there are people there. Has anybody ever heard of Fred Hammond? Does anybody know who Israel and the New Breed is? Does anybody know how heavy Fred Hammond is? Does anybody know how heavy the guy from Israel and the New Breed is? They are good guys. They're great singers. They're awesome people, but they got to be like 40 pounds heavier than I am. And I'm watching these performances, and you know right off the bat that God gave them the gift of cardio. Because I can't do that. I can guarantee it. They get on the stages, and at first they're always like getting into it, you know, kind of doing like that. Then they start running. Sorry for the camera, I'm gonna run a little bit here. He's like, oh yeah, come on people, let's go. Come on people, let's get moving now. So they start doing all the dances, and this dude's like 300 pounds. I'm like, wow, how is he doing that? That's a gift right there. Because I'm running out of breath right now, and I've only been doing this for like 2 minutes. That is a gift right there. I don't even know how to close that joke out. That's just a gift. I can't even breathe right now, to be honest with you. Sorry, I'm trying to keep a constant pace going, but I'm running out of gas. So. Oh man, next joke, because I have no way to really blend into this one. You guys, remember I made that joke last time? It wasn't really a joke, it was more of a serious comment that people are only Christians sometimes when they're in church. Do you guys ever go out in public and every time you mention God or every time you mention the Bible, you notice that you say it a little bit quietly? Anybody ever notice that? They're always like, was like, yeah, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, I had a good party over at my friend's house. I was watching a lot of TV, watched UFC. It was really cool. Chuck Liddell got knocked out. It really wasn't that cool. But I was at the party and everything. It was really cool and all that. And Sunday morning came and I went to church. And after that, I went and had something to eat for lunch, and that was cool. And I hung out for a while. And after that, around 6:30, I went to church again. And then it was really cool. I went home, went to bed, came to work the next day. Anybody ever do that? You could say that you don't do it, but I can guarantee at least half of you have done that at one point or another. How many of you guys know, though, that God doesn't want you to do that? How many of you guys know that every time that you talk about anything godly, anything within your Christian life, God wants you to do it loudly so that the people can hear you? How many of you guys know that? I said, how many of you guys know that? And that's as far as I went with that one. I'm almost done. I'm only on like less than 10 minutes, I think. This is really, my last one was like 17 and a half minutes. I'm going to skip that joke. That's not really that cool. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's not that good. So for those of you guys that know, I am moving. In 5 days, I am moving approximately 396 miles away to a town called Canyonville, Oregon. Who remembers my last performance pretty well? Who remembers the town of White Swan, Washington? What is the only thing that they have more than people in White Swan, Washington? And how many dogs?
4,000 dogs.
You guys are really good, actually. I didn't even really watch it that much, honestly. Well, the town of White Swan, realistically, has about 3,000 people. The town of Canyonville, Oregon, where I'm moving to now, I just found this out. Matt was there when I found this. Was Megan. Has approximately 1,612 people. I will make a difference in this town, and I don't even have to say anything. It'll be in the first page news. It'll be like, new guy moved to the town. He's kind of big. He's like 250 pounds. We think he's a Christian. We'll know for sure by the 6 o'clock news. And that's all we know right now, folks. And then like 2 minutes later, they'll be over there on like they're in the CNN. There's always that guy on CNN that always has like that really pointless chunk of information. You ever see that? There's always the dude that tells stuff that nobody even really cares about. He's always like, we're here at the new guy's house right now. And he's got that kind of talking loud. They're always like, Jim, come on now. And he's always got the delay. Hi, we're here at the new guy's house in Canyonville Christian Academy. And I will tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, for your information, he wakes up at approximately 6:30 every morning. And from there, he goes to breakfast. And from breakfast, he goes to work. And from there, he goes to lunch. And from there, I'm going to tell you a whole bunch of more pointless information because this is what I'm getting paid to do. I just noticed that. You ever watch any news channel, there's always one person that's just hired to tell pointless information. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm really good at telling pointless information. I do that all the time. I'll be like, how you guys, people are like, how you doing, Ryan? I'm like, I'm doing pretty good. I like ice cream. I'm just letting you know, I'm just really good at pointless information. That's as far as I was going to go with that, really. Sorry. Don't mean to let you guys down.